give it a shot. Hem. Eh, Are there any viewers? Ooh, my excuse me, my elytra is not healthy. Wow, look at all this. This must be Franco's work. I am at the spawn location on a zombie Pigman broke my door. Skybase. Just checking in. Monty and or Iron Man, if you're watching, send something so I know. If there's anyone watching, send something so I know. Just out of... Oh! Altern's watching. What's up, man? Alt-erm. Alright. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to fly around spawn and show folks what it looks like. But I need one of these bad boys. I wish there was a way to make it so the chat was visible, kind of overlaid on my game. But I'm not entirely sure how to do that yet because this is the first time I've ever streamed. So, here, 1 second. I am going to come to the new spawn area. That's a good idea. Are you on right now? Yeah, you are. Let's see. All right, I am going to fly around Skybase for a minute and just, oh, look at this beauty. Franco's been putting in some great work here. Kind of cleaning things up. I built this castle that you see right here about 3 months ago now, maybe 2.5. And what's kind of funny about how these towers are leveled off is this is actually build height right here. So I could not build these any higher than I made them, which is interesting. But yeah, I kind of just free placed all this stuff, and it turned out pretty nice. But yeah, we're gonna explore this beauty, which is a zombie pigman broke my door spawn in all of its glory. I mean, look at this. It's a mess. It's a beautiful mess. What's that song? What a beautiful mess. What a beautiful mess I'm in. Spending all my time on this server. There's nothing else I'd rather do. This castle here was built by the Hells Angels. It was primarily the work of Brew and Iron Man, and it was the winning build for the Spawn event, build event that I hosted last year. This Tower of Orthanc was also built by Hell's Angels. It's a classic brew build right there. And I believe this is the work of Telesto, an old obby classic right there. But yeah, the big plan here is to go to this new build that is where the old iconic Lag Mountain once plagued players. Man, this nothing's coming in rendering here. Well, there you go. Ale is inky. This used to say hail is stinky. Good old hail. Oh man, what? This is just such a, there's so much history. This is the desert area that I was trying to clean up a year ago. We did a decent job, but where is Spawn Mountain? I love this build, by the way. It is one of my favorite builds at Spawn. How it stands out against the cobblestone. It looks like Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings, and I love it. Oh man. Now I think I'm probably just going in the wrong direction. Maybe it's this way. Oh, look at that water cube. I should probably turn my render distance down here because I'm sure my FPS is hurting. No, I'm going the wrong way. Where the hell is it? Well, I mean, this is fun anyway. Exploring Spawn. Look at that guy right there. What a beauty. Where is Lag Mountain? I always get lost at Spawn unless I have my, it's got to be in this direction. My coordinates up, but I'm gonna, even though I'm at Spawn, I'm gonna try to start making good habits. If ever I stream again, this could be a one and done type of situation here. Oh, no Lag Mountain over here. Oh, I need music. I do need music. I need here. Let me figure that out really quick. What is this? Oh, this is the old church. Look at this. Looks like someone was in here messing around. Let me turn on some music. Turn the weather on a little bit too. Turn hostile mobs down. Turn players down a little bit. And we'll turn the master volume up. And then I'm going to do something like that. And done. All right, here we go. That's better. This is not the correct way. I love these roads. Good old Elvis and his spawn roads. The player that made roads to everything. Here he is again. Honestly, if I just follow the road, I can probably find my way to, I think I'm heading in the right direction. Yes, I am. You guys ready for this? This right here is what's left of Lag Mountain. And this hangar here is the old Star Wars hangar that I don't know who made, and honestly. And this right here, this is what now occupies what was once Lag Mountain. This is just astounding. Kudos to Iron Man and Mage and Monty and many others who participated in making this beauty. It's just unbelievable. It's so crazy to think that this is at spawn, or anyone could join and do whatever they want with it. You know? Like, break it. Oh, this is nice under here. A little cozy. Oh, hey! A Fran. What's going on, man? Woohoo! It's all term. A new and powerful player on the server has been making friends, you know. Having fun. I should give something to you. Oh, who did I just see? Oh, Spring Apollo. What's up, man? How you doing? Uh-oh. No. All right. Here, let me see if I have any cool gifts I could give you guys. I think I have an idea. Let me pull this bad boy out. Oh, you can keep that there. Oh. Someone kill the phantoms. Someone sleep. All right. I have a gift for you fine gentlemen. Here, let's protect him while he sleeps. Oh, there we go. We're good. All right, you ready? Okay. Here. Take that. Oh, look at you. You're so cute. All right. And for all term, a gift for you. So, what you're holding right now is a flower that was made for the player Elium, who still gets online sometimes. I think he usually gets on an account that doesn't You wouldn't know it's him, but he had a baby last year. And when he had the baby, we made this flower to celebrate his baby. So it's a little allium. So now you're all little baby alliums. No, I'm streaming. I'm still streaming. No? Here, let me see. I can. It says I'm still live. Look at these two guys. I gotta take a picture of this because this is cute. There we go. All right. I got a picture of you guys. You can get a flower. Where are you? Are you online? You got to get on. Get on and come to spawn if you're nearby. If you're not, I could, I mean, I could probably come to you. These guys. Ah. We're all so little. We're bibbies. All right. Um, I am probably going to stop my stream very soon. All right, that's cool. Yeah. Um, just let me know when you're on, and I'll try to hop on. I'll probably be busy a little later today with St. Patty's Day celebrations. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Um, I'm gonna go hang out with family and eat good food, and uh, I'll probably have some beverages of the makes you feel good kind. And yeah, who else has plans for St. Patty's Day? What does anyone else here celebrate it? And if so, what do you do? Man, this is such a cool area. I love that they left Swedish Santa's carrot contest carrot in one piece. This is just so dope. I might turn my render distance back up so I can see the whole thing. Yeah, let me try. Let's see what we can see. Let's do 24. Ooh. Yeah, this looks dope. Music. So yes, this is a beauty right here. I am so proud of the crew that built this. And we need to add buildings in here. We need to do things. So maybe I'll do another stream in the near future, and in that stream, I will build something in one of these many circled plots. I feel like that could be fun. Now I feel like the music's a little too loud, or maybe that's, maybe not. Yeah, that's better. Just turn it down a little bit in my ear. Where did you two go? I don't Monty, what is VLC? Ah. All right, I'm going to fly around a little bit more. So, cool story if anyone's still watching this. You see this build here? This right here, and I think there's signage that I remade. This was the base. This is the first base that I built on this server. So in March, when I joined of 2020, I had no idea what I was getting into joining a semi-anarchy server. And after dying about 24 times to spawn, it's so cool seeing Lag Mountain from here. I need to get a picture of this at some point. I love that it's still somewhat there. Like, that just shows the scale, like how big this thing really is. That's nuts. Here, let me go. Yeah, it's so big. Like, you guys removed so much from this thing. You leveled it out and it still looks massive from down here. But anyway, when I joined the server, that wasn't there. And I came out this direction on the highway here. So I followed this highway. And when I got to around here, there was a admin at the time, a staff player called Cardboard Smurf. And I was asking for help like every noob does while at spawn. Oh, look at that. What is that? Is it just lava? Wow. And he came to around, I was like right around this water, right around this river that flows through here. And he met me, and I built a little hut because it was night out of dirt, and survived until he got to me, and he brought me food and a stack of iron blocks. Those were the two things he gave me, which is kind of wild. But he was part of a group that was, at the time, probably the richest group of players on the server. There are a few names, K1 Kato, Akunhaten, or Akunatin, however he pronounces his name, who he has gotten online a few times in the last few months. You'll see him every now and then. He's an OG. But Smurf was part of their crew. Another player named Captain Sparta. And they had just finished building a massive iron farm at their main base. So when Cardboard Smurf came to give me some food so I would survive, he brought a stack of iron blocks to, show that they were Iron Lords. And when it finally became daytime again, I left my little hut over there and came this way and was like, you know what, I'm going to build, a square stone base around this little area here. So I went to work on it, and there was, and I can actually go over here, there was a little hole in the ground here. And down here was my first base on the server. So close to spawn, it's kind of wild. And it's all a mess now, and there's withers down here and all of the above. But uh, yeah, I survived for a bit, and then I I made a really rudimentary, starter smelter, and was smelting all this cobble, and then making these stone walls, which these are not the original stone walls. And this was my base, and so many people stopped in here while I was here. And I was probably only here building this up for about 3 weeks, early game. And then a player named Dragon Man, who used to help everyone, was chatting with me and offered to build a base with me. And so we left this location. And it survived for a long time. And ultimately, I put this sign here. The original sign was that this was my base, and then I quoted the great Galadriel quote from Lord of the Rings: "May this be may it be a light for you in dark places when all other lights go out." And I came back a few times over the years, and it was still here. And then Speedy and I were back here with a new player late last year, probably September, October, and it was still in one piece, the original wall. And then I came back maybe 3 months ago, and it was just destroyed, totally griefed. None of the walls survived, and I was like, oh, that's a shame. And there was just like holes everywhere, and had been TNT'd to basically nothing. So I was like, I'm going to build a new wall to kind of immortalize what was here, even though this will likely not last super long itself. So built this up, and there was another player that was online, and I can't remember their name. They were a newer player, and they kind of had fun with me here and built this up while they were in their short stint of zombie pigman playing. And we made like a little smelter over here and stuff. It's all been kind of taken away. There was a bunch of stuff here, but it's gone now. And that's when I took the picture of Lag Mountain that I submitted for the wiki event, because I took it from like right here. I was like, man, that is so cool, because it was up here. So I took that picture, and now it's gone. It's so dope. But yeah, so I left with Dragon Man, and we went and built a different base, which is actually pretty close to spawn as well, and is still alive, and it has a significant amount of history. It's like 5,000 blocks from spawn. And one of the big things, we spent a lot of time there, but the player Hippo Anonymous, when she joined, which I mean, she's a legend on this server, she joined, and she stumbled on that base that Dragon Man and I had built, but we had left because it was discovered. And she made it her own, so she kind of kept it. She fixed it up and made it look good again, and so that one's still alive too. But there's a little Dom history for you from his early days on a zombie pigman broke my door. There have been a lot of goings-ons over the years, but this is just so dope. I love how it slopes up to this. Like, come on. Talk about arguably one of the coolest builds on the server now. Honestly. So cool. uh, just checking the chat because I don't have it up. Super nostalgia. What else? What else around here could I tell you guys about? There's a lot of stuff at Spawn that I don't know all the back history to. This here, at the top of this lava cast, was the one and only submission for Iron Man's mini city event that he hosted. One of the last events that was hosted on the server, or one of the most recent events. And Cloud built this, and in doing so was the sole event entry or submission and the winner. And honestly, it's pretty dope. And then we have good old Skybase here, which was the brainchild of our fearless leader, Wilderop. He wanted to build something in the sky, and so he picked this location, and then I went nuts with a few other players like Franco, and we had a lot of noobs here, a lot of new players that during December when we built all this up joined and found it pretty quickly because they would spawn in this region and see it, and then they would either build up to it, or I think at a few points there was like water flowing down. But yeah, there's some stuff in here. Like, I mean, look at that. That's dope. I want to find the area. There was an area that was built up in a jungle biome like this by a big group of players, and I think a large majority of the builds were done by Telesto, and it's so cool to go over there and see it. If I can find it. Yeah, it does look so cool. It's like, I mean, look at this. It's almost like Spawn was designed like this, because this is some custom server and someone created all this with like this is just so cool. This freaking church. And that's pretty sweet too. I just love how there's so many like little builds here and there. Like random things all over. Like, it's even the little ones are so interesting, and then you have some crazy stuff, and then you have some like exquisite builds that it's like, why would anyone do that near spawn where it's going to be destroyed? But while it lasts, like the contrast between the beautiful build and the destruction and chaos of spawn is one of the coolest things you'll see. Um, I hope I can find this area. I might need to share my chords with everyone. Yeah, we're going in a good direction here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. This here was built by MCU, the legend that made the end look like it does. And he built this build because he was originally intending to compete in the Sky, the Legacy Spawn build event. But he got super busy when the event dropped, and he was not able to make this during the duration of the timeline that he was supposed to, which is a real bummer. But he still decided to finish it even after the event had ended, which I think is pretty cool. This over here was the Legacy Spawn build event chess board that Casgo, Stubbs, and Speedy built. And it has been griefed. But was pretty sweet. And then right underneath it is Iron Man's sweet Christmas tree. That's still in one piece, although someone came in and yoinked all the diamond blocks, which I was surprised they lasted as long as they did on this thing. This is, I can't remember who made the game or the games. Maybe there's multiple of them. I know Stub and like Casco and stuff were messing around with it. I don't even know who made that cube. This thing here is the beautiful, I think a lot of this landscape existed before Albus built his roads to reach it. But then Albus built his greenhouse here, his OG greenhouse, which was sadly destroyed by players, but the crazy lore there is Albus was still a spawn-only player, and he was helping a new player, and the new player manipulated him and basically was like, oh, take me, help me. And Albus was all sweet and naive and brought him out here. And then this guy convinced Albus to give him his armor because, again, Albus has no idea, and then killed him. And we were all watching the chat and knew what was happening and trying to get out here and save Albus. And Willfish was flying to spawn because he knew what was happening, and he was about 30 seconds too late. And Albus was killed, and he ended up catching up with the player, and the player logged out, and I don't think his logged back in. I forget their name, though. I think I took screenshots of the chat. I could probably figure that out. Man, these roads are so cool. Like, this one's dope. The redstone torches make it kind of eerie. And then the amazing roads of Elvis that go everywhere. It's just, there's so much around Spawn to explore. Oh, we're back at, man, I am all over the place. All right, well, I'd love to show you guys more, but I think that's going to be it for me as I run out of rockets and the stream for today. And I will likely do this again and talk more about Spawn and share the history here. So thank you for joining me on this adventure, and I'll see you next time.